What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and we're in Mont Tremblant with Audi Canada doing a winter driving experience around a closed track. Behind me, I have the Audi RS e-tron GT, and I'm really excited to finally have the opportunity to drive this car because I actually had a chance to take a look at it when it first delivered a few years ago, but I've been wanting to drive it ever since. It is absolutely stunning in its design, and in this driving experience, we're going to be taking a look at the technological features of the vehicle itself, as well as the technology inside when it comes to the interior features and what Audi is very well known for, but more specifically and importantly, the technology behind the driving experience and how you get the zero compromise performance and sportiness in a fully electric car that is also thanks to Audi's Quattro technology, giving you ultimate control in winter conditions such as this. As someone who has never driven a track like this before, they're going to take us through a tutorial and a guided experience to drift, as well as go through a solemn type circuit. And just of the capabilities of the car, it is going to be incredible. And I want to give a huge thanks to Audi Canada for sponsoring this video. So we arrived at the chalet in Mont Tremblant, and it was winter wonderland. You could see the snow coming down, the large windows in the room, and this was just an incredible view to wake up to. This house really had it all though. There was a couple of our friends here stocked up with snacks, a hot tub in the backyard, some foosball tables, all with the picturesque backdrop of the winter landscape in the mountains. There was so much in store for us as part of Audi's winter driving experience, and I was excited to see the itinerary. Along with the welcome itinerary, Audi had a few gifts for us, including a Nobis winter jacket, as well as an Aesop welcome kit, but it was time to head off to the welcome dinner. Today's dinner was a 5-course sustainable dining experience. All of the ingredients from this meal were sourced locally within a 150-kilometer radius by Chef Tim Maroney and his restaurant Alan Torres Experience. The next morning, it was time to wake up and get ready for a busy day, and they had a beautiful breakfast set up for us, and I was super excited to dive in. After enjoying the morning view, it was time to head off to the track. The Circuit Mécaglise is one that specializes in winter driving experiences, allowing you to drive the different types of tracks for different skill levels, while also being able to experience drifting and different conditions that have been optimized based on the current weather scenario. And there's no better car to experience this than the Audi GT e-tron RS today. So let's first take a look at the exterior of the car and some of the design features. I really love this color. It is a bit of like a muted silver design, but the front you can see the grille with the midnight package, and this is the top end model, the RS e-tron GT. It really has all the sport features, both in terms of design and performance, and gives you over 600 horsepower. And on top of that, you're gonna get over 300 kilometers of range on a single charge, and it can fully charge in under 30 minutes. So it really is a zero compromise experience. And I've really enjoyed checking out the range of electric cars over the past few years, as they're just so much fun to drive. I mean, I absolutely love the wheels on this one with the blackout brakes, and you can also get it with a carbon ceramic option, which is what we have right here. This one also has the carbon fiber trims, and on this side you have your charge port. And as we go around the car, I just love the rear end here. Audi's very well known for having the beautiful brake lights that kind of streamline across as you engage the turn signal. And I recently just picked up an Audi Q8 as a company car, and one of the biggest selling points is just how beautiful and sleek, as well as sporty, the exterior looks. And this car exemplifies it in every single way. The sloping line here is amazing. You still have a bit of space on the back when it comes to the cargo, which is actually where we have all of our camera equipment at the moment. And being a four-door vehicle, you're able to have your friends in the back while having a 0 to 60 speed of just about 3.3 seconds. So now we're checking out the interior of the top-end RS e-tron GT, and it is just incredibly beautiful here. I mean, I just love the cockpit feeling. It is just so sporty, but at the same time, your friends still have some space to ride in the back. But taking a look at the seat detail here, I really love this navy blue combination, but I also really like the red, which I feel like is a very popular interior option for an Audi sports car. You have the well-known stitching texture, and just take a look at the steering wheel itself here. This being the RS model, you have your different options in terms of having a more manual driving experience, but you also have the flat bottom sport feel to it. And when it comes to the actual interface and navigation, this is also another element that I've really liked about Audi, and one of the biggest reasons why we recently went ahead and purchased one. It is super intuitive, and just being able to scroll through the menus here, you can see everything runs very smoothly, and you also have some of the vehicle settings here, as well as your navigation. You have customization options such as the Audi Drive Select. You can have it in the efficiency, the comfort, dynamic, or in the individual, and my favorite one personally is individual, because you're able to change the different balances of the drive and the suspension, and typically on the road I like to have it in a sport drive experience and in a comfortable suspension. In this case though, as we're taking it around the track in a more aggressive setting, having it in the sport mode has been a lot of fun, but you can also set the sound profile, being an electric car, where it gives you that simulated sound that still gives you that emotion and feeling. As we go back into the settings here, you also have the vehicle data, charging and efficiency, as well as the seats options, and you also have the lighting, visibility, and all that kind of stuff. And just like the slope lines of the interior just feel so perfectly balanced. This one has carbon fiber, which I think is really nice, but I just like how it slopes around here. You have the Alcantara that adds that sporty element to that side, but the interior is really one of my favorites. It's very simple. It has the screens that it needs to, but at the same time, a very intuitive system here that doesn't give you too many buttons, but still gives you a tactile feeling in areas that you feel like you need it. So today was all about traction and control, as well as the sportiness and power. And the first challenge was to drift. This is something that I've never done before, but with the careful guidance of the instructors and the setup that they had, which I called the Peanut, I was able to sort of get the hang of it at the very end, and the Audi GT e-tron RS was really able to demonstrate its level of power and control that all ties to the zero compromise experience for car enthusiasts out there in a fully electric car. The next challenge was with the Audi Q4 e-tron, and this once again demonstrated the pylons and solemn course that are able to showcase the control of the vehicle in a snowy scenario. After a long day at the track, it was time to head off for a sushi dinner at the Eki Sushi Bel Air in Tremblant. I mean, just look at this meal. There were some starters, champagne, and the biggest sushi board that I've ever seen in my entire life. After enjoying this filling dinner, it was time to head back to the chalet for a winter light installation that Audi had planned for us. This installation was put together by Canadian collage artist Maxwell Bernstein, who bridges traditional analog techniques of collage with new digital technology. This work of art is meant to showcase the different types of landscapes of different parts of Canada while tying it all together with the Audi e-tron, which aligns with Audi's philosophy of progress and understanding and respecting where we came from to inform where we are going. There's no better way to end the night than a sauna, a campfire, while also being able to enjoy some drinks and games. So now I'm back from the Audi winter driving experience, and with the motto of performance without compromise. Driving the Audi e-tron was just an incredible experience, and it really showcased that technology and design balance in every single way. From a performance standpoint, driving the top end model of the vehicle showcased the speed, but also with the quattro technology and the all-wheel drive, there is an extreme amount of control, especially in the drifting challenge, but also driving another model of Audi's electric car through the pylons and the solemn track was also a lot of fun. And as we had more opportunities to go through the same track over and over again, I was able to push the limits a little bit more each time, with feedback from the instructors ensuring us that the car is able to handle a lot more than we did expect. Talking about the Audi RS e-tron GT specifically, that car actually has a center-mounted battery, which gives it a low center of gravity, ensuring it stays nice and planted while giving you nice traction and control in any condition that you bring it to. But specifically in the snow, we were able to experience that traction, and I also loved the elements of the e-tron's signature sound that has been implemented in what is not only a zero-compromise winter driving experience, but also a zero-compromise electric car experience. You're able to get that speed speed, the power, the simulated sound, the beautiful and elegant cockpit that you expect out of Audi sports cars that have been brought up to date with a great infotainment system that I'm personally very used to. And on top of that, a beautiful design throughout the outside that I've loved from the day I saw it a few years ago. Finally, having the opportunity to drive it in this beautiful setting was just a lot of fun, and it's an experience that I will remember for a very long time, from the chalet to the different dining experiences that Audi had set up with local vendors, along with the art exhibition, but most importantly, the track experience, which is something that you just don't get to do every day. Something that I'm also really excited to hopefully check out in the future is the Audi Actisphere concept, which takes the active lifestyle to new levels with a redefined quattro performance, immersive experiences, and a body type for an off-road capability. It is a concept of the future, and I personally love checking out concept cars because they really are an early look as to what we're going to see in the future to some capacity. I know these concepts are ones that companies go crazy with, but specifically the Actisphere really showcases the outdoor lifestyle and road trip lifestyle while having a very minimized and technological design, which is something that I love as a tech channel. With the current lineup of Audi today, I already see a lot of indications of the future in today's lineup, with the focus on being great for the outdoors, being able to handle all the different terrains and winter conditions. And we actually also recently picked up an Audi Q8 as our company car after doing a lot of research and figuring out what car was best for our purposes. We definitely drive in the Canadian winters, occasionally do some road trips for filming as well as filming other vehicles, and having the amount of cargo in the back with the quattro performance and the beautiful design was why it made a lot of sense, paired up with the infotainment and interior system that looks very technological but also simple enough without being overwhelming. I'm just so excited to finally have the opportunity to drive this car, and in an amazing place like this. I mean, from the chalet, the different experiences that they have planned, Audi is going to be offering driving experiences to their customers starting in 2024 like this. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching this video and joining me in Mont Tremblant, and a huge thanks to Audi Canada for having us. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. So make sure you go ahead and check the link in the description section below for future Audi events.